Hello guys, welcome back to STEM Trainers. Now in the previous video we have seen the congruency rules, that is the 5 rules or 4 rules in case of some curriculums don't follow AAS. Okay, so we have seen SSS, SAS, ASA, AAS and RHS. So what are these rules we have understood. So now let's see the application of these rules. So the first question, for each of the following decide whether two triangles are congruent and state the condition if they are congruent. Okay, so first question, we can see two triangles. Okay, so what we first do is we will see which angles are equal and which sides are equal first. So AC is equal to QR, AB side is equal to PR, and the including angle between these two sides is also equal, that is 50 degree. This is important. So now we can say that by SAS these triangles are congruent. Now this is important. When applying SAS, the angle should be included between the sides. So by SAS, these triangles are congruent. Second question. We have two triangles. Okay. So one side is equal. Okay. No information about other sides. Now one angle is equal, 50 and 50. Okay. That's also good. Now the other angle is 55 and 75. So they are not equal. So when you first look at this, you will say that these triangles are not congruent, because it is not following SSS, SAS, ASA, AAS and RHS. But if you look closely, if you try to find the third angle, now this first angle is 50, second is 55. So we can find the third angle because we know sum of all the angles in a triangle is 180. So what is this? 105. So this angle should be 75 degrees. And similarly, I can say this angle should be 55 degrees. Okay. So now all the angles are equal. So now and one side is equal. So I can use here ASA, angle side angle. So I am taking the angles as 55 degree and 50 degree. And okay, not ASA. If you want to apply ASA, then you have to apply between the angles. Okay, wait. Let's use this angle as this angle is 55 degree. Okay, so let me just name this so that it's easy. So PQR, let's say this is ABC. So now as you can see, angle B is equal to angle Q and angle A is equal to angle R. And the side that includes these two angles is also equal, that is 5. So by ASA, we can say triangles are congruent. I hope everyone understands this. This angle and this side 5 centimeter. So 50, 75 degree and this side 5 centimeter. So by ASA, these triangles are congruent. Okay, so now you can use in this triangle AAS also. Now why you can use AAS is, for AAS two angles should be same and the side that is opposite to these angles is same. So if I use 50, 55 and 5 centimeter. So if I use angle B is equal to angle Q and angle P is equal to angle C, and the side opposite to 55 degree is 5 centimeter, right? 55 opposite to 5 centimeter. So we can use AAS also in this. So whichever you want to use, whichever is there in your curriculum, you can use. So in some questions, there might be multiple rules that are applying in that question. So you can use just any one. Okay, third question. Third question is right angle. Triangles are given. Sides are 3 and 4. So 3 and 4. Okay. So I can simply say two sides are equal and the angle included between these sides is also equal. So I can say by SAS, these triangles are congruent. That is one thing. Second thing is, if you try to find the hypotenuse of the sides, so this will be 5 centimeter, 3 square plus 4 square square root, and this will also be 5 centimeter. So if I want to use, I can use RHS also in this. Right angle 90 degree is there, hypotenuse same 5 and 5, and one side Either you can take 3 3 or you can take 4 4. So by RHS also these two triangles are congruent. So you can use any, whichever you like. Okay, last one. So last one is two triangles are there. All angles are equal, 30, 40 and 110. So if angles are equal, triangles are not necessarily congruent. So I can say not congruent. We are not sure because they might be, they might not be. The information is not sufficient as there is no side length given. So we can say this is not congruent if this condition is given. Okay, let's try some other questions now. Okay, so now we have a good idea about SAS, ASA, RHS, SSS. So let's see how to solve question, exam style questions. Okay, ABCD is a parallelogram. Diagonals AC and BD intersect at E. Okay. Prove that triangle ABE is congruent to triangle CDE. Okay. So let's first do. Okay. What I do in these kind of questions is whenever you are solving questions based on similar or congruent. So first I mention all my information in the diagram. So ABCD is a parallelogram. So what does this mean? So when ABCD is a parallelogram, it means opposite sides are equal. So AD is equal to BC, CD is equal to AB, and the opposite lines are also parallel. So this is parallel to this, and this line CD is parallel to AB. So this is all my information that is given. So first I write this in the diagram and then I will think about the triangles now. Triangle ABE and triangle CDE. So first thing that I notice is in triangle ABE and CDE, AB is equal to CD. Okay. So that is one information. Very good. What else? Now AB and CD are parallel. If AB and CD are parallel, then I can say my angle BAE will be equal to angle DCE. Now why are they equal? Alternate interior angles. So angle BAE is equal to angle DCE. Why are they equal? Alternate interior angles. Or you can simply write alternate angles. So similarly, if these lines are parallel, then I can also say my angle B will be equal to angle D. So I can say angle ABE is equal to angle EDC. Same logic, alternate interior angles. So now what we have now? Two angles and one side. So ASA, as you can see, the side contains both the angles which are equal. So by ASA, we can say that triangles are congruent. So this is how we can prove this. There are other ways also, but I mean, we can choose one of the way to prove these two triangles are congruent. Actually, you can use this also if you know this, that diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So it actually means is, I mean, you can use this as an alternative. So this DE is equal to BE and AE is equal to EC. So by SSS also you can prove that these two triangles are congruent, whichever you like. Okay, so let's go for the next question. Third question is, ABC is an equilateral triangle. AD is perpendicular to BC. Prove that triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. Okay, so we have to prove this ABD triangle is congruent to triangle ACD. And hence prove that BD is equal to half of AB. Okay, so let's first try to prove that these two triangles are congruent. Okay, now this is equilateral triangle. So first I will write all the information that I have. So this, all these sides are equal. And what else? AD is perpendicular. So this angle is 90 and this angle is 90. Okay. So I can say that triangle ABD is a right angle triangle. Triangle ACD is also right angle triangle. So let's first, whenever I see a right angle triangle, first I go for RHS. If it's not possible, then I look for something else. Okay. So now one right angle is there in both the triangles. So I can just write angle ADB is equal to angle ADC is equal to 90 degrees. So right angle is there. Then hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is AB and AC for the triangles, which is also equal because triangle is equilateral. That is, we can say it's given or it's equilateral triangle. Right angle, hypotenuse and one side. Okay, so ABD, look closely, ABD and ADC have AD as common side. So if AD is common, that is AD is equal to DA, we can say this is common. So by RHS, we can say these two triangles are congruent. Right? If these triangles are congruent, because right angle is there, hypotenuse are equal and one side is common. So by RHS, these triangles are congruent. Now what happens? If two triangles are congruent, it means all the corresponding sides and angles are equal. Hence, we can say that BD must be equal to DC, because that's the third side actually. So third side must also be equal if triangles are congruent. Now if BD is equal to DC, now what is, sorry, this is not AB, this is, okay, we can write AB also, no problem. Okay, so BD plus DC is equal to BC, right? BD plus DC is equal to BC, and we know BC is also equal to AB. So from this, I can say that, and BD is equal to DC. So I can write 2 times BD is equal to AB, or I can write BD is equal to half of AB. So that is in the second part that we have to prove. So I hope everyone understands. So sometimes what they do is they will ask you to prove that two triangles are congruent, and then using that result, they will ask you something else. They will ask you about some angle or some sides. In this case, they have asked about some sides. So these kind of questions are also very common in exams. Okay, let's go for the fourth question. So we have LMNB is a parallelogram. L is midpoint of AB. Okay, so if L is midpoint, then it means AL is equal to LB. M is midpoint of AC. So M is midpoint of AC. It means this side is equal to this side. N is midpoint of BC. Okay, so it means BN is equal to NC. Okay, and LMNB is a parallelogram. So parallelogram means opposite sides are equal. So if BN will be equal to ML and LB is equal to MN. Okay, and one more thing, we know that LM, BN are parallel, MN and BL are parallel. If it's needed in question, we will see. Okay, so this is all the information that is given. So we have written this in the diagram. Now we have to prove that triangle ALM is congruent to triangle MNC. Okay, ALM is this small triangle and MNC is this triangle. So we have to prove these two triangles are congruent. So we don't have to prove anything, right? Once we write the information, we can see directly, right? We can see that all these three sides are equal. So AL is equal to MN, one side. AM is equal to the other side of the triangle, that is MC. And LM is equal to NC. Done. So by SSS, we can simply say these two triangles are congruent. Hence proved. So as you can see, once you write this information, whatever is given in the question becomes little easy. Okay, let's go for the next question. Next question is ABCD is a quadrilateral. AB is equal to CD, okay, and angle ABC is equal to angle BCD. So angle, this whole angle ABC is equal to angle BCD. So we have to prove that AC equal to BD. Okay, so basically the diagonals are equal. We have to prove this. Okay, as you can see, nothing is written here, right? Which two triangles are congruent. So now in this kind of questions, you have to think yourself which two triangles to take to prove them congruent. Now, one hint that you always get is what information is given. So you can see side AB is there, side AC is there, CD and BD. So which two triangles you can make from this? So AB and AC. AB and AC. Okay. So if I see AB, AC and angle ABC, so I can say in triangle, if I consider triangle ABC, and if I look at the second information, that is CD, BD and BCD. BCD. So if I look at triangle BCD, so in these two triangles, triangle ABC, this triangle with one diagonal, and the second triangle BCD with the second diagonal. If I look at these two triangles, I can simply say everything is mostly given. AB is equal to CD. Angle ABC is equal to angle BCD. Okay. Now, what other information do I have? Okay, this side BC, if you look at, BC is equal to BC, that is common. In these two triangles, this side BC is common. If you look at them carefully, in triangle ABC and triangle BCD. So now you can see this side is equal to this side is common, and the included angle between these two sides is also equal. So if included angle is also equal, then we can say by SAS, these two triangles are congruent. So by SAS, these two triangles are congruent. So what happens if two triangles are congruent? All the corresponding sides and angles are equal. So I can say from this, hence, my diagonal AC will be equal to BD. So sometimes students write this also by CPCT. I mean, that's okay. You can write this, no problem. Okay. So these two sides are also equal because triangles are congruent. I hope everyone understands this question. This is a good question because in this you have to think first about which two triangles you have to take. And I have already told you that how to think about the triangles, which triangles to take. Depending upon the angle, which angles are equal, which sides are equal. Okay. Now let's go to the last question. Okay. Triangle ADE is a right angle triangle. ABCD and AEFG are squares. Okay, two squares and one right angle triangle is there. Prove that triangle ABE is congruent to triangle ADG. ABE is congruent to triangle ADG. Okay, so when I look at this diagram, this is totally crushing my soul. So I don't know how to start. I can't even look at the diagram properly. Okay, so sometimes this happens. Sometimes they will give you a very weird or complex diagram like this. Lot of lines are there, lot of squares, triangles, quadrilaterals, diagonals, etc. etc. So don't get disheartened by this. Remember very simple things when solving similar triangles and congruent triangle questions. Always first write the information that you have. It makes question very easy. So let's first write it. Triangle ADE is a right angle triangle. Okay, so right angle triangle means this angle is 90. Okay, so this is already shown in the diagram. ABCD is a square. ABCD is a square. It means this length is equal to this length is equal to this length is equal to this length. Okay, now it makes little sense. AEFG are squares. So AEFG is also a square. So this length is equal to this length is equal to this length is equal to this length. Okay. So now we have all the information in the diagram itself. Now we have to look for triangle ABE. Okay, this triangle ABE, let's see. So obviously if we have to prove these triangles are congruent, so some sides and angles must be equal. So we just have to see which angles are equal and which sides are equal. So let's concentrate on triangle ABE and triangle ADG. Okay, so in triangle ABE, I can see this AB side and in triangle ADG, I can see this AD side. So, first condition that we got is AB is equal to AD. Okay, very good. So, one side is equal. What else we have? Uh, in triangle ABE, we have AE and we have AG. So, AE is equal to AG. AE is also equal to AG. Okay. So, two sides are equal. So, when two sides are equal, so either we prove that the third side is equal or we prove the angle between these two sides are equal. Okay, so let's first go for the side. ABE side is BE. Is there any way to prove that BE is equal to DG? It will be little difficult because nothing about the sides is given. Okay, what about the angles? Okay, as these are squares, this angle is 90, this angle is 90. So what is the angle between these two sides? Let's first look at this. AB, okay, angle is EAB. Angle EAB. That's one angle. And in the other triangle, the angle is angle GAD. Okay. So they must be equal. Okay, let's see. Angle EAB is nothing but 90 degrees plus, let's call this small angle as X, plus X degrees. What is angle GAD? GAD is also, you can see 90 degree plus X degrees. So these two angles are also equal. So now you can see the sides and the included angle between these two sides are equal. Hence, we can say that these two triangles are congruent by SAS. So by SAS, these two triangles are congruent. So now you can see this question was really complex looking. But once we write all the information and slowly we try to understand the question, it becomes easy. So that's all for this. So this is how to apply these congruency rules: SAS, ASA, AAS, RHS and SSS in different questions. So I hope you understand this and you can do very well in your congruency test. If you have any doubt or any problem, you can always post it in the comment section and or you can email me. So I will try to answer this as soon as possible. Thanks for watching STEM Trainers.